As a videographer, one of my favorite tools is a gimbal, but as a parent, I understand how it can be overkill or how it can feel intimidating, but it doesn't necessarily have to. All of these clips were captured on the Hohem iSteady M7 phone gimbal by parents who have never used a gimbal before. And I'm here to tell you, you can create some beautiful family videos with this gimbal. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Zach. I'm a photographer and videographer, but more important than that, I'm a husband and a father. And this is the Hohem iSteady M7 gimbal. And if you know me, if you've been around this channel at all, you know that I'm not necessarily a big fan of iPhone videography or photography. But I know that there are plenty of people out there who are interested in that and who do use their phones to document family life. And sometimes when you're using your phone, you just want something a little bit more to up the quality, make it a little bit more fun. And that's where a gimbal like this from Hohem comes in place. Now, Hohem reached out to me. They asked if I would be interested in trying this out, talking about it. Nothing that I say here is dictated by them. These are all my own thoughts and opinions. But they did ask that I try it out, and if I liked it, to let you know. And I'm here to tell you, I do like it. As gimbals go, I've had a lot of gimbals, and this one, I mean, is pretty great. It's got some really cool features, including some AI tracking, as well as a little light up here. The screen is detachable, which is cool for like monitoring. And it's got this cool extension pull on it, so you can get an even bigger range. That's pretty cool. All in all, this is a great gimbal for people who are wanting to use their iPhones to document family life. But my question isn't about how all this works and what the specs are. Maybe I'll get into that in a different video. What I wanted to cover was what are some basic gimbal moves that parents can easily use even if they've never had a gimbal in their hands before. And so I tested this out with some of my families at my church at a fun bowling event that we had, and you saw some of the results at the beginning. But let me walk you through the 5 basic gimbal movements that we used for documenting that event and what you can use to document your family life. Starting off with the push-in shot. Now, the push-in shot is a great shot that is, as simply put, just moving toward your subject. Now, in doing this, you're creating depth, you're adding emotion to your videos, and honestly, to achieve it, all you gotta do is steadily and slowly move toward your subject. But you can also do it in reverse, and then you've got the pull-out shot. For both of these shots, you just keep your subject centered in the frame, slowly and steadily move forward, and you get something that is just so beautiful and easy to capture. The next shot is a tracking shot, and this one's pretty similar to the push-in and pull-out, but what you're going to be doing is you're gonna find your subject, you're gonna try to keep them in the same spot in your frame, whether that's centered or on a third, and you're just going to track with them. Maybe you're tracking them from behind, so you're walking behind them as they're moving forward. Maybe you're leading them, so they're walking towards you and you're walking backwards. Maybe you're walking parallel to them. Any of these ways are great, and they all track your subject well and just creates a sense of motion and energy in your films. Now, to achieve these shots, all you gotta do, again, slowly and steadily walk with your subject, whether that's in front of them, behind them, or from the side. Whatever way you choose, you're gonna get some amazing shots from it. The next one is the Parallax, and this is probably my all-time favorite. I use this when I'm filming big stuff on my big gimbal. I love the Parallax because it just creates such cool depth and dimension to your shots. Now, how this one works is you keep your subject centered in the middle of the frame, and you just slowly move around them kind of in a semicircle. It doesn't matter how far you go. You can go all the way around them. You can just go a little bit. But what you're doing in this way is you're just kind of changing the background of your image while keeping them in the foreground. To achieve this, move the gimbal in a smooth arc around your subject while slightly tilting it to maintain focus. The other cool thing, like I mentioned about this gimbal, is that it does have an AI tracker. So all of these shots that I've already mentioned, the push in and the pull out, the tracking, and the parallax, you can select your subject on your phone or on the little touch screen, and the gimbal is going to do the work to keep them centered in the frame or wherever you have them in the frame. And it just makes the process so much easier to document. Next is the reveal shot. And this is just a fun one to introduce new elements into your video and to create some excitement. To achieve this, all you're gonna do is start with your camera blocked by an object. Maybe it's a pillar, maybe it's the bowling ball return, maybe it's another person. And then smoothly you're gonna move past it to reveal your subject. I love these shots because they're a little bit different than the normal. They kind of create a moment of where you pause as the viewer and see what's going on differently. And I think that is helpful to the storyline. I think they're also honestly really easy to do. And with something like this, you can create some smooth reveal shots that look really, really cool. And then finally is the low angle shot. And when you use a low angle shot, it just makes your videos feel more immersive, especially when you're filming your kids. To achieve this, all you gotta do is drop the gimbal upside down, keep it close to the ground, and then slowly move forward, move backwards, whatever it is to track your subject. Maybe it's the kid's feet as they're bowling. Maybe it's just a line on the ground. But whatever you're doing, you just slowly move with it at a low angle. Maybe you can even pan up or pan down if you like. But this is such a simple shot that creates such a beautiful image and gives you a new element, new dynamic to your film. So there you have it, 5 simple gimbal movements that you can use with the Hohem iSteady, or honestly any other gimbal that you may have, that will allow you to get some easy, beautiful shots in documenting your family life. And I guarantee you, any parent can use these. And if you're looking for a gimbal that you can use with your phone and you want something that's easy and simple, this is a pretty great option. I'm gonna do another video kind of walking through more about the details of this, giving a little bit more of a review on the technical side of things. But honestly, I think this is great, and I can tell you all the families at our event loved using it, and none of them would call themselves videographers by any means. So let me know, is this something that you would consider getting for your family? Do you feel like this could help your family document life a little bit more? I'd love to hear it. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one.